Hello student, welcome to my physics class of chapter motion in a plane. In this video we are discussing projectile motion. In this we will learn time of flight, maximum height and horizontal range of projectile. So make sure you have watched the first video of projectile in which I have discussed introduction of projectile, equations of projectile and path of projectile. Right? We have discussed path of projectile is parabolic. Right? So let's talk about time of flight, maximum height and horizontal range of projectile one by one. Right? So in this diagram we see that an object is projected with angle theta naught with horizontal with velocity v naught. Right? Its x component of velocity is v naught cos theta naught and y naught v naught y is v naught sin theta naught. At any instant its velocity becomes x component is v naught cos theta naught and y component is v naught sin theta naught minus gt. Right? And at this point this is the maximum height of the object. At this point we see that object has only horizontal component of velocity which is v naught cos theta naught and vy is 0. Right? And after this the object is coming down. Right? And object reaches at this point. Consider this point is P point. So the distance from O to P is range. This is called horizontal range. Right? Horizontal range is distance covered by projectile in a horizontal direction from its point of projection to the point of its landing. Right? And this point to this point is called maximum height. The height upward distance covered by an object during its flight, right, is the maximum height. And object reaches from this point to this point in time tm. So this is called the time taken by object to reach the maximum height. And time taken by object during projection is called time of flight. Right? So let's derive time of flight, time of projectile and time of flight, time of range of projectile and maximum height one by one. Time to reach maximum height and time of flight. As we have discussed, when the object reaches its maximum point, at that point Vy is 0. Right? Vy is 0. So we can write, let Tm be the time taken for the projectile to reach its maximum height and Tf be the total time of flight of the projectile. Right? At the point of maximum height, we can write T equal to Tm and Vy equal to 0 as we have discussed in previous slide. So from equation Vy equal to v naught sin theta naught minus 0, equation of projectile, in this equation put Vy equal to 0. So equation will be v naught sin theta naught minus g Tm equal to 0. Right? And from this equation Tm equal to v naught sin theta naught upon g. This is the time to reach maximum height. I hope this point is clear to you. At T equal to Tf. Tf is the total time of the flight. Total time It is the time interval during which the projectile remain in the flight. In other words, we can say the total time from projection of the projectile to its landing is known as time of flight. Right? Total time of flight of the projectile is the sum of its time of ascent from ground to highest point and its time of descent from higher point to the ground. Right? So at t equal to tf, and when the object, as we have discussed in previous slide in the diagram, at this point object reaches at this point, y component is 0, y is 0, right? So y is 0, we can write from the in equation of projectile, y equal to v naught sine theta naught into t minus half gt square. Put the value y equal to 0 in this equation, right? So this equation becomes v naught sine theta naught into tf minus half gtf square equal to 0. So from this equation we can write tf equal to v naught sine theta naught upon g. This is the time of flight. From these two equations we see that time of flight tf equal to time to reach maximum height, right? So time of flight equal to 2tm because of symmetric nature of the parabolic. Now let's talk about range of projectile. Range of projectile, as I told you, the distance covered by projectile in the horizontal direction from its point of projection to the point of its landing is called the horizontal range, right? So let r be the range of the projectile after time tf, time of flight. It is the horizontal distance covered by projectile from its initial position 0, 0 to the position where it passes y equal to 0, as we have discussed in previous slide, right? So from equation x equal to v naught x into t, x equal to v naught x equal to v naught cos theta into t. So we can write x equal to v naught cos theta naught into t. This equation becomes x equal to r equal to v naught cos theta naught into tf, and the value of tf is 2 v naught sin theta naught upon z. So put the value of tf in this equation. We can write r equal to v naught cos theta naught into 2 v naught sin theta naught upon z. And on solving this equation becomes, we can write v naught square, right? V naught square upon g and 2 sin theta into cos theta, and the value of 2 sin theta into cos theta is sin 2 theta. So this equation becomes r equal to v naught squared sin 2 theta upon g. The range will be maximum for the maximum value of sine. So maximum value of sine is sin 2 theta equal to 1, right? This is possible when theta is equal to 45 degree. So range will be maximum when theta equal to 45 degree. When the object is projected at an angle 45 degree with the ground, the range will be maximum, right? So maximum range given by r maximum equal to v naught square upon g. Since theta equal to 45, sin 90 is 1. From this equation, r max equal to v naught square upon g. When theta is 45 degree, h maximum is v naught square upon 4g, right? And rm equal to 4 times of H maximum at 45 degree. I hope this point is clear to you. Range of projectile is same for complement angles of projection. Range of projectile R is given by V naught square sin 2 theta naught upon G, and object is projected at angle 45 degree. Range is maximum with angle V naught, and when the object is projected different angles with velocity V naught, range will be for angle 45 degree plus alpha, 45 degree minus alpha, and 2 theta degree is 90 degree plus 2 alpha and 90 degree minus 2 alpha respectively, right? So the value of sin 90 plus 2 alpha, sin 90 minus 2 alpha are the same and are equal to cos 2 alpha, right? Therefore the ranges are equals for elevations which exceed or fall short of 45 degree by equal amount of alpha. I hope this point is clear to you. Now let's talk about maximum height of the projectile. Maximum height, the maximum upward distance covered by an object during its flight, is known as maximum height of the projectile, right? Here h be the maximum height of the projectile after time tm. So from the equation y equal to v naught sin theta naught into t minus half gt square, here put in this equation y equal to h and t equal to tm. We know the value of tm is v naught sin theta naught upon g, where v naught sin theta naught upon g is time taken by object to reach the maximum height, right? So put these value in this equation. In this equation we have h maximum equal to v naught sin theta naught, right, into v naught sin theta naught upon g minus half g v naught sin theta naught upon g whole square, right? On solving this equation, we have hm equal to v naught square sin square theta naught upon 2g. Right? We can solve this equation by another method, which is at hm, the maximum height of the projectile. We know that at maximum point vy is equal to 0, right? From third equation, vy square equal to v naught square sin square theta naught minus 2zy. This equation becomes 0 equal to v naught square sin square theta naught minus 2gy is hm. So on solving this equation, hm equal to v naught square sin square theta naught upon 2g. So I hope these points are clear to you. It was something about projectile motion. If you have any query, just ask me in my comment box, and like and subscribe this channel. Thank you.